Hey, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. Believe that. Believe that. Welcome to the six. That's right, y'all. Six. The underrated boxing talk. In a few minutes, it's going to be people going to be coming through. Let me put this out there, please. Right there. LDBC. Shout out to the LDBC. That stands for Lions Den Boxing Community, also basketball community. We do have we have Trill Talk that comes like really 12 noon. We have for non boxing. Also we have Blue Blood Sports. We have KQKC. We have BFTB. Um, and we have other channels. I want you to go check it out. All right. So DJ Bad News, what's up, nephew? How you doing? That's my nephew right there. Yeah, man. You know he got his own internet radio station. He be put out mixtapes, and also he be recorded some his uncle podcast. So that's my nephew right there, DJ Bad News. That's my nephew right there. So I want you to look out for the nephew. Put your email. I mean, put your email. Put your link link your stuff in the chat, man, so people could check you out. All right. That's my nephew right there. So we're gonna wait for some more people to come. Earlier today, I was on Basement Boxing Talk, right? And we had a good old time. It was me. It was the Basement Boxing Talk. Also, we had Clarence McLean. Also, McLean Productions, and also yours truly, the underrated one. That's right. So we're gonna wait for some more people to come in. I already sent out the links, to the panel already, to the people, so people could join the panel. All right. So um, but I hope everybody is doing good. Oh yeah, I might do something special tomorrow. I know I haven't done it in a while. I might do the underrated um dinner dessert fellowship live. I haven't done that in a long time. I might do it tomorrow. Yeah, cause I might cook a big dinner and see what's up, y'all. You know what I mean? So I might do that. So but it depends how I really feel, cause I am very tired. Yeah, I and I'm a little tired, but I got some good for the family, But yeah, I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna tell you what I'm gonna make, but I'm gonna do some good for the family. More. I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna do it. So I might have to give a little head start tonight. So we're gonna wait until some people come through. Uh-huh. Okay, all right, nephew. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's right, nephew. Put your stuff in. I'm gonna have people go check you out. Yeah. So again, welcome to the underrated boxing talk 6, and we're gonna have some people. Hopefully they be here in a few. Be here any time. So yeah. So See, yeah, but I was listening to brother Sir Ism. I was in his live practically, some of the night, some of the morning. I want you to go check him out. It's Sir Ism's all in caps. It's separated SHIRIMIZM. Want y'all go check the brother out, all right? So, um, wait for some people to come through. Like, wait for some people to come through. Okay, gonna read this first. Okay, come and join real conversation with the underrated one, us as the righteous one individually. Let's make a change within ourselves and genuine be there for each other. We got. Just remember that we all we got, family. So just wait for some more people to come through. The big fight is tonight is AJ Anthony Joshua against Povalev. Um, going to try to go check it out. We're gonna check it out. There are some undercards has fought. Some of them has win an unanimous decision. Also, I believe Shakur Stevenson fight tonight too. I'm not sure, y'all, but I'm not sure. So, but we gonna talk about stuff. We're gonna talk about it tonight and everything, you know. So I'm wait. I already, like I said, I already send the links out. Already send the links out to the people so they can go you know. And the ones that joined yesterday the underrated true life stories for thank y'all so much. I'm gonna do another one maybe next week, and I'm gonna have we gotta have some fun, y'all gotta light up, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna wait for some more people and stuff like that, and yeah. So this is gonna be very exciting tonight, you know. Waiting for somebody to come through. Yeah, so there is some talk that Anthony Joshua they're trying to push Anthony Joshua to fight for the unification of the heavyweight championships, but there's but Fury trying to avoid to fight Wilder for the third time, and it also people have been very against it. I don't know why, but that should happen, and um so we might talk about I don't know we probably talk about it a little bit later on. Like I said, I'm waiting for some more people to come through. Okay, and no, no, I just do not know the reason why so much people is so against um of Wilder. You know, we always say that we want to clean up the sport, but you got some people say you're making excuses and stuff, and I think that the only way we're going to clean up the sport, we have to be very honest with ourselves. There are still some fighters want to cheat, want to they want still want to cheat, and even some trainers. And we have to understand, you have to it have to come from us as casual friends and hardcore re hold on, let me read this. Okay. I don't know what he said that. But anyway, casual and also hardcore boxing fans. We gotta call it out. We cannot pick and choose what we want to call out. And I feel that is very important. We gotta hold these people that head of boxing accountable. They're making a lot of belts, you know. It's just it just make me question the sport at times. You know? It really is. So again, I'm waiting for some more people to come through. You know. But shout out to everybody. I very much appreciate it. And I remember I was watching the Great Mongoose, the late great Archie Moore. I was watching his footwork, his punches, his defense, and that was some sweet science, y'all. Wow. That's what I respect the fighters in the past though. They had excellent footwork, excellent fundamentals. You know, they know how to roll with the punches, they know how to feint, they know how to do all of that. But I know back then they wasn't athletic as these fighters right now. But if these fighters would have some fundamentals, oh my goodness. Wow, you'd be surprised. But they don't want to work on the fundamentals. And that's very important. But shout out the Basement Boston Talk. Shout out to Clarence McLean of McLean Productions. Shout out to Black Star Sports TV. And yeah. Oh Ricky, go to your email. I send you the link to the get on the panel. Yeah, I said yeah, go to your email. I send you the link to the send you the link to the panel. Check that out. You can you just hit that in. Nah? Okay, hold on. Just look out for it. Just look out for it, brother. I know. Shoot, man. That's why sometimes stream yards, man, wilding out, man. So that's why sometimes stream yards, man, be you know. Yeah, let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Okay, bro. No problem. Yeah, so hold on, let me get this out the way. Okay. All right. Let me see what brother Ricky was saying that AJ inside. Oh, let's see something. AJ need to stay away from Wilder. Yeah, exactly. AJ inside guide is non-existent. Yeah, yeah, facts. Yeah, I don't know. People be thinking AJ gonna have an easy win against Kovalev. You know, in boxing, anything could happen. One slip, a boxer could make you pay. Yep. So I'm waiting for some more brothers to come through. Yeah. Um, and also I'm trying to get in touch with the sugar himself, Kurt Anderson, and we're gonna talk about Atlantic City one day. I'm gonna bring it back out. I've been promising, but I want to bring up brother Kurt Anderson. We're gonna talk about the fights they have in Atlantic City and experiences things like that. So watch out for that. So again, I'm waiting for some more people to come through. And so again, we're gonna see if Kovalev wins tonight. I don't know. That's when AJ most likely AJ gonna want an immediate rematch. So probably there's a rematch clause in there. And then Kovalev wins. Kovalev, I was telling this, look, take advantage. Enjoy the win maybe like a few weeks and get back into gym and work on your stuff, perfected it. Like anything can happen, y'all. Like I said, anything can happen. So okay, okay, watcher. No problem. So we got brother watcher, our brother watcher from down under Australia. He gonna be on soon. And we gonna talk about things right here. So hopefully, I know it's YouTube at times too. And yeah, yeah. So um, but also in boxing right now, they bringing up these fighters sometimes too fast. Have these fighters fighting of unknown places and no no they not competing and fight the best or fight somebody that competitive and they got their record like 30 and 0, 32 and 3, 25, 26 knockouts, but they haven't fought anybody. Mm, Back in the days, that can never happen. It wasn't happening at all. Everybody fight everybody. And so And that's the thing about it, you know? Yep, so we are waiting for some more people to come through. Okay? So I'm gonna start MMA the second week. I mean first Sunday of January, first Sunday of 2021. I'm very excited. I'm gonna talk to the brother. He gonna let people know. And we're going to get it cracking. It's going to be the underrated MMA talk. Yes. So can't wait for that. Again, we're going to wait for some people to come in. Yeah, so Santa Cruz wanna rematch with Tank Davis. No, that's not gonna work. Yep. And probably we're gonna compare the old boxers with AJ and others tonight. Why not? You know? Again, welcome to my channel, the underrated darkness, the underrated one, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. Believe that. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So we're gonna wait some more people to come through. Yeah. So I miss the old fires though. I really do. I miss them. You know? I really do. I miss the old fighters. They breathe their blood, sweat, and tears, y'all. Fight to the end, no matter you a championship or a contender. You know? What's up, Michael? Hold on, bro. I'm gonna send you the link so you can get on the panel. Send you the link so you get on the panel. I think I sent it to you, but I see what's up, man. Cause Hold on, Michael. I'm coming. I'm coming. Yes, sir. I'm coming. I'm coming, bro. Trust and believe. I am coming. Oh shoot. Hold on. Go, Michael. I want you to go look at the I'll let you know when to look for it. Let's see. Okay. All right, Michael. I see the link. I see the link. Watch out for it. Watch out for it. Mm, mm, mm. Watch out for your link. Watch out for your link. Watch out for your link. Let's see. Mm. Again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. Believe that. This is the Underrated Boxing Talk 6. Alright, let me get this.
Come on, man.
There it is.
My last piece left me. What's up, darkness? What's happening? The
What's
blackest,
going on?
the blackest brother on YouTube.
Ah, you
The dark
funny.
one.
What's good, brother? How you doing?
The one that sits in the shadows and bring the light. That's how black he is.
That's right. That's right. What's good, brother? That's good.
Shit, what's happening, man? What you got going on today?
Man, we're gonna talk about some boxing, man. We're gonna talk about this. What you got on this AJ fight in the undercards, man?
Well, AJ already won.
Oh, he did.
The fight already happened. You know, I said I got Pulev, but the only reason why I said I got Pulev because I wanted to upset. Because I thought Pulev can do it. Pulev hit Anthony Joshua with a couple of good rights in the fifth, and a couple of rounds after the fifth. AJ basically played the distance game, kept Pulev at bay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, basically, you know, you could say neutralized Pulev's jab because you know AJ was looking for a counter with that. All right,
Mm.
and then not only that, you know, AJ just kept them uppercuts coming, man. Uppercuts was tearing
Mm-hmm.
that ass up.
Mm.
AJ's right was tearing that ass up. I don't think he really got hit with any, you know, bad left hooks. But
Okay.
you know, it's just one of those things. Is like, you know, you can't keep coming in this boxing ring, you know, with fighting the same way like you fought everybody else. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Your jab today might your jab today might not work tomorrow. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Right.
And to me, I think what Pulev should have did was I think he should have relied more on combination punches because that's the only way that you could keep this guy in there. You know, AJ wants to move to the left, so
Right.
you could throw something to keep him to your right. Keep him to your
Mm-hmm.
right. Make him go the other way. You know what I'm saying? You can't just you gotta cut he didn't do a good job at cutting the ring off with the guy. And you know, Pulev is just a little bit too slow as well, too. Because you know, everything he
Mm-hmm.
was throwing, AJ kept his distance. So, you know, if he threw a hook, AJ saw it coming. If he threw it right, AJ saw it coming. But when they was in, you know, close distance, you know, that's when Povetkin landed, you know, his right was able to land his right hand and stuff like that. You know, yeah, AJ, you know, dodged a lot of them. AJ's jab looked good too that night. The jab looked
Mm-hmm.
good. AJ just looked like a good overall fighter though, you know. And a lot of people are going to, you know, say no this and probably have something bad to say about the dude. But he looked like a better overall fighter. Not a complete fighter, but like as far as like having everything, you know, like inside game,
Right.
outside game, and all that stuff, ring general shit, all
Uh-huh.
that stuff. But
Right.
you know, um, it's just one of those things. Is like at least out of you know a lot of people out there that say they professional boxers, which anybody could come become a professional boxer. You know what I'm saying? But everybody
Mm-hmm.
can't make it to the NBA or the NFL. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you know. But only thing I hope is that whoever Anthony Joshua fights next, that he keeps continuing to do what he's doing and keep looking better and better. You know,
Gotcha.
because he basically fought the same way on how he fought Andrew Ruiz the last time. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the last time when he won, he basically fought the same way like that, but he tuned it up, so it looks a lot better. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look like he's trying too hard or anything like that. It doesn't look like he's trying to remember his you know if I was just trying to learn the two step and I just try to do it the first time in the club, it ain't gonna work. It's gonna look a bit shaky. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
you know, after the fight, you know, AJ didn't talk about no Fury. Um, he basically directed the guy Sky Sports to ask the fans. He was like, "Hey man, that's your job. Ask the fans, man. Ask them what they want." You know, which that's what boxing fans are here for, and we keep getting neglected with that. So shout outs to AJ for that. But the only name that he did say, he said Usyk. You know, Edward Hearn was like, "Hey, you want to tune up?" He's like, "Yeah, I take a tune up." So you know, it's like those things. Nobody knows. Nobody knows if AJ versus Fury is happening next. Um, We
Mm-hmm.
can insinuate that Wilder and Fury is going to happen by what Sky Sports and Johnny Nelson said, but who knows? They could be lying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because Matchroom Boxing, and Sky Sports have always been in cahoots. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they like little homies. You know what I'm saying? So, the way I put it is that, you know, if AJ said, if Edward said, Edward asked, I mean, AJ asked Edward Hearn when they're gonna uh, see AJ back in the ring again, and Edward Hearn responded 5 or 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So that's January, February, March, April, May. So that's May, right?
Got you.
Okay. So so if Fury and Wilder happens in January, February, March, April, May. That's 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible that at the end of the day, you know, folks out here on the internet crying about, I want to see Undisputed, I want to see Undisputed, knowing now well half majority of y'all punctified Negroes that's out there saying that shit is only saying it because somebody else said it. You're not, you don't like, what is seeing Undisputed really going to do for you? You know, I'm not saying everybody. This is just the people I'm talking about, the punctified Negroes. Like these soft shoe ass motherfuckers. These people that can't come up with their own, cannot come up with their own opinions. You know, cannot come up with their own talking points. The people that just takes somebody else's word and then allow that to poison their mind and go regurgitating it to the next person. So what I say is, my whole thing is, I just want to see competitive fights. I don't, Undisputed is not going to do anything for me. Yeah, it looks nice and stuff like that. I'm not the one holding the belts. The people who are holding the belts is the people that's in the ring, you know. And so at the end of the day, you know, people just got to, you have to be realistic. You're asking
Mm-hmm.
for Undisputed when Fury is probably going to owe Wilder a rematch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Got
saying?
you. Got you.
It's probably gonna owe this guy a rematch. That's the reason why Fury's not talking about it. That's the reason why Wilder's not talking about it. And that's the reason why everybody like Bob Arum and the rest of these clowns is out here talking about it, but they just talking about it in hopes because they're
Right.
promoters. So
Right.
basically what they're trying to do is keep you in tuned and at the same time is put Wilder down.
Got you.
You know
Got
what
you.
I'm saying?
Got you. Let me introduce you to this brother. Brother Watcher
What's up,
from
Watcher?
down under. Unmute your mic and introduce yourself, please.
Hey,
Yeah,
what's up, mate?
my boy did it. My man did it. AJ got the win, man. Stoked about it. I call it. I mean, you know, I'm not a freaking future teller or whatever, but I mean that was always gonna happen, really.
Mm-hmm.
What a beautiful job he did. You know, he at the start showed that side of how he boxed with Ruiz. Just giving the good hand feints, and honestly, man, Pulev just couldn't do shit. I mean, he was just in the same, that same stance, that same movement. The most success the man had was literally just throwing the jab, maybe, and then just clinching and just throwing a right hook in the clinch at the back of the head. But man, Joshua did a number on him. Like I thought, once that third round came, I was like, only a matter of time. And man, he got him out of there. Like, I mean, he was good, you know, after quite a long time off as well. I mean, he looked great, you know, he mixed it up very well. That uppercut was the money shot. And he
Those
was,
uppercuts.
yeah, the 4 in a row, freaking 5 in a row. I mean, Pulev had absolutely nothing. Like he landed a few right hands here and there, but no. I mean,
But I have a
like,
question though. I have a question though for you, Wilder. I mean, Watcher. My bad, Watcher.
yeah,
You know, Are you surprised at the outcome of this fight?
Absolutely not.
That's all I had.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not surprised at all. I mean, that style for Joshua is made for him. Just that it's a stiff style of boxing. That European style where you're just so open, your elbows are up. There's very little head movement. Pulev, as you mentioned before, couldn't cut the ring off, and that's not his style. But you could see he was trying to do that in some spurts in some spots in the ring, but he couldn't amount to anything. I mean, literally the most he did was just hit Joshua to the body inside the clinch and at the back of the head. And the ref should have fucking let that go. Sorry, like enforce that a little more. But the jab was great. I love the jab from Joshua as well. He could just hit him at will. It was just it looked too easy. It looked way too easy. Pulev turned his back at one stage. I thought, like, when he did that, I thought, nah, he won't make it to the final bell. Because to me, when you start turning your back and shit, that body language just says it all. Like that last right hand as well, dude, that put him out. Like that fucking ref was still counting. If Jack Reese was in there, that fight would have still continued, man. I mean, I'll give Pulev credit for his confidence coming in and trying to get up and everything, because he is quite tough, but still, I mean, Joshua did the number on him. Just some people picking Pulev to win and this and that. In terms of after the fight, I'm not really too concerned with the whole talk of Fury and Undisputed and this and that and when they go to fight. But, I just find Floyd a really funny guy, man. He flew all the way there to support Joshua, which is good.
On his private jet.
Yeah, on his private jet. Yeah. It would be great if the same was shown for his fellow countryman. But that's a whole nother thing. I just find that situation a little bit weird. But
it ain't weird, but you like I said before, I already knew this dude was gonna win.
Yeah.
I just wanted Pulev to look and do things. He came in lighter, and stuff like that. Came in way lighter. Anthony Joshua looked lighter as well. Looked lighter in the chest. Looked lighter in the face. But like like I said to the homie, the guy is he's fighting the same way that he fought Andrew Ruiz the last time. He just tuned it up, but he's gonna get fucking caught. You know what I'm saying? Against but that's the thing. Against Pulev, he can fight with his fucking chin up. You know what I'm saying? Because not only he's not fighting the whole fucking fight with his chin up. He's going to choose when he's going to dip down and get on his toes. You know what I'm saying? And what I see from him this night, he just used his distance. His jab wasn't landing, to me, it wasn't landing that well, but it was landing, but it wasn't like something, it wasn't landing that well. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of those things is he one round he probably throw 10 and he probably made half of them motherfuckers, which in boxing that's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Landing 50% of anything is a lot, right? But I wouldn't call it I would call it 75% at will. But it's just one of those things like I said, I wish Anthony Joshua at the end of the day, you won. Everybody and their mama knew you was gonna win. Whether or not they picked Pulev to win or not, they knew deep down inside that Anthony Joshua was gonna win by knockout. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I wish, and I keep stressing this, is dude, Anthony, sound like your fucking self, man. Sound like a grown ass man. Sound like yourself. Sound like a natural. Sound like a human being. Don't sound robotic and give people all these this COVID talk before the fight, before you walk out, and then you're gonna sit up over there and not say undisputed, not say Wilder, not say these guys out here that's worth the damn. But then the only person you can say is Usyk, and then when you get asked for a tune-up, then you say, "Yeah, I take a tune-up." Like, come on, man. Like, just say it how you want it. Just say it. Like, just say, "Yeah, I want undisputed, man." Like, who wouldn't want an undisputed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I would like to fight Wilder if he had a belt. If he got the belt back, I would like to fight Fury because he got the belt right now. They're both two good fighters. Before I leave the sport, I want to fight those two guys, and that's just what it is. Don't fucking sit up over here and sound like you the boss and the CEO, but you keep asking Edward what to say. You keep asking Edward when we gonna come back. 5-6 months. Yeah, about 5-6 months. So that's like May or something like that. But he put on a good show, man. But I'm like I told you earlier, JT, the right hands from Pulev's was hurting that motherfucker. I don't care what anybody say. The right hands was hurting Anthony Joshua, but the only thing good that Anthony Joshua did when every time he got hit by a right hand, he learned to get the fuck out of Dodge and keep his fucking distance from that dude. Because in boxing, you can't just throw one fucking punch, one hard punch and land it without no follow-ups. That's the reason why Anthony Joshua was fucking him up. Because every time he get up on the inside, he's throwing more than one punch. And some gotta land. Especially especially now you're fighting with a guy like Pulev. After round 5-6, you start to realize this motherfucker don't want to let a hand go like that in the inside.
Got you. Yeah, got you. Watch, brother, watch it. Anything you got wants to say? Then we can go something else. Because
after you talk about that, watcher hit on them other fights, man.
And also no, I want to hit on the Shakur Stevenson fight tonight, right?
Yeah, I don't give two shits about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that, but yeah, I mean the event itself, I liked it. I think they did a good job. It was good to get the crowd in there. Please stop playing Sweet Caroline. That song is really shit. That's really hard to listen to. I just muted my TV when that came on, but overall, we did a good job, Joshua. I was happy with it. What you said, Mike, about him being himself, like, acting like himself. Tyson Fury about 20 minutes ago said, like, yo, you shut yourself on live TV and this and that. But, like, that's what you get for, like, trying to, like, say, oh, Eddie Hearn, my management. No, dude, you got to speak for yourself. I mean, you see, that's where people just fucking go. That's where it just gets silly because I don't really give a shit what Eddie Hearn's got to say. I don't care what Matchroom CEO's got to say, Frank Smith, whatever. I just want to hear Joshua speak. It was good how he addressed the fans, but for the fans to say we want Fury and Joshua wouldn't really directly say his name. And of course, I mean, dude, you never said Wilder's name. Who's next? Like I thought. Am I wrong? Did I hear him say tune up or something?
Yep, that's what I said. He asked Edward Hearn asked AJ, "You want a tune up?" And he said, "Yeah."
Wow,
you got to tune up. That was
he said slick though. He said it like kind of quick, and then went on to something else. Like he didn't mean to say it out loud or something like that. But yeah, he said it.
Oh no, I heard that. Yeah. I heard that. But
yeah. Let me get these announcements out the way. Let me get that before we continue. After that, we go talk about the undercard. That we very appreciate. I do got a Cash App. If you want to donate, it's Cash App /$ capital JT 53000. Also, I have PayPal account. It's paypal.me. Also / all in one. Also in caps, JT Black 53. This is my channel. It's the Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. Believe that. We got brother Michael, got Michael Johnson. Also, we got brother Watcher from down under Australia. Thanks for coming. wait for some more people to come. You know what I mean? So so brothers, let's talk about the undercards.
Oh,
Anybody can start off.
no, just you should just start with what Watcher was talking about before he ended.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to move on to the undercards anyway. I only got to the Bacoli, and then the rest from there. So I only got to see about. I got the Bacoli fight, the Fury fight, and the Okoli fight. I mean, the Okoli fight ended quickly. That's how you get rid of a late replacement. Next is the world title, hopefully, and hopefully that fight goes through. That guy is awkward. Okoli, he's very big as well. I like Okoli. I support him. So yeah, I mean, there's not really much to touch on with that. I mean, the guy just wasn't there. After those shots, but the Fury fight was a freaking messy one. The cut was bad, man. I mean, these Furies, they just get fucking cut right open, right above that eyelid.
Yeah, but this one was a headbutt.
Yeah, this one, it was a headbutt. This one
Mm.
was a headbutt. I saw the replay on it, but I think Huey, he did a good job imposing himself at times. I always thought of like how White handled Vuck. And White got hit with a lot of big punches in that. I don't know if you remember, but he got caught in exchanges. Like he legit got caught in exchanges with a left hook from the taller, longer man. I thought Huey, he did okay. Look, Huey's not a special fighter, but I thought he did a good job overall. I liked it. It was a bit of a messy fight and all, but yeah, man, on to the next. I think he could maybe fight Bacoli next. Kuzman, to me, I'm not sure about that guy. I mean, he's got to lose some weight.
I think he won though.
Who, Kuzman?
Yeah, he was tagging that motherfucker.
He was. And I'm not high on Bacoli, really. I don't like him as a person. I think
Bit of a weirdo.
Yeah, he's a fucking pain. He's still crying over that Hunter loss. He lost.
You
fair
have to be kidding me. He's still crying over that?
Yeah.
Wow, man. Come on, let it go, man.
He said it in the
Come
post fight. I walked out quickly, but he said, "Let's do it again." Dude, it's fucking late notice, dude. He went in there and he fucking put you to sleep on your feet. Your shoulder went, you couldn't find a way to win, and that's it. And you just fucking, you like, the guy just talks shit all the time now about Hunter, all the time.
I can
out of nowhere.
But I can see if his shoulder went that he wants it, and then he ends against obviously before that, the fight was going pretty good till that happened. But at the end of the day, if I was Michael Hunter, I'm not trying to fight this guy again because look who's Michael Hunter fighting right now. You know what I'm saying? Look who he's potentially fighting right now. And why the fuck do I want to take a step back from what I'm trying to do? Because you got to understand, Michael Hunter ain't fought in a year because didn't nobody want to fight him. You see what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to fight the man, so he couldn't get a fight. He lost the international, the intercontinental heavyweight title, right? So now he got a fight coming up, right? I think it's like next week, right? Or this month sometime, right? And after he whoops this guy, now you want him to take a step back and fight you. The dude fought Alexander Povetkin on a late notice and went to a split decision. Gave Alexander Povetkin that work. You know what I'm saying? And now you want him to go back to you when he should be bettering himself, but now all of a sudden somebody that can't even they can't even stop getting hit. See, this is what I call Kuzman. I call Kuzman big tits. That's what I call him. I'm gonna call him big tits. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he got. Kuzman damn near looked like Andrew Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua in the first fight. That's how he looked. Discombobulated. And I think he won, but at the same time is those dudes need to figure their career out, man, and leave that dude up out of the conversation. What do you think, Watcher? You think Michael Hunter should put his career on hold to fight this guy again?
Yeah. Don't go back to that fight. Look, I'm not saying it was, an overwhelming easy fight for Hunter, because it wasn't. It was back and forth. But um don't give him that. Just, progress your career. Do what you can and get to the title shot, get to those bigger fights, because I mean, look, like, he's fighting nobody now. So just take these fights, and then, there's no reason to go back. Like, I don't have much to say on that. There's no reason to go back to that. He did it on late notice as well. So I mean, there's no reason to really take that risk. I mean, Buckley got fucking nailed with several power shots in that fight. Uppercuts, counter rights, just straight rights, right hooks. He will go to sleep again. It will only be a matter of time again.
Yeah, he got lucky that dude didn't have no spunk.
Yeah, I mean, the guy, he's heavy-handed, but he had nothing later on. Right, like, I'm just looking at Twitter now. All I see is AJ Fury. I'm seeing people say, I liked AJ, but not enough for me to think he would beat Fury, this and that. Like AJ said, like, he'll fight Usyk if because he did multiple interviews, if the WBO order it. But I mean, like, that just tells me the Fury fight isn't really there anyway, because, like, he's talking about that. It seemed like in the interviews I've watched, like on the Zone and everything as well, Sky, it just seems that, like, that's next. It's pointless to me really talking about Fury. Like, to me, it's pointless.
Okay,
Yeah.
but let me ask you a question, because I want to keep on continuing. What about the other fights tonight on Showtime? Y'all checking those out? Y'all want to talk about that? Let's talk about that. Matter of fact.
All I
Start.
gotta say on that, I believe Chris Colbert's fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like him. He's good. I've followed him for years. I hope he does well. But apart from that, I'm not really tuning into to Showtime.
Okay, brother Michael.
I probably won't be watching. I'm not even
No.
going. I'm not even going to front. Like, I'm not. Sometimes, man, I'm not big on these smaller weight classes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't even know who's all fighting tonight besides Shakur Stevenson. And to tell you the truth, I'm not even big on watching that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, people could say, "Oh, you're not really a boxing head," and this and the third. It's like, dude, like, I got other shit to do. First of all, you know what I'm saying? And second of all, is that I'm not going to sit up over here and keep giving these guys my motherfucking time when I keep getting fights that ain't all that. So why should I watch it when I already know that Shakur Stevenson is going to get up in this ring and whoop on this dude? So, you know what I'm saying? I can go to sleep tomorrow. I mean, I can go to sleep right now and wake up, look on Twitter, and know that the dude won. It's that simple. It's like everybody know the reason why he's fighting this guy. You know what I'm saying? And so what? All I gotta say is, like, whoop de doo. If he get beat up, okay, cool. I never was too big on him anyways.
Okay, cool. All right. Now, do you hear the I heard that Crawford is going is he going to fight Porter. What do y'all think about that?
I haven't heard anything about it. If he do, he do. If he don't, he don't. But I think that at the end of the day, how long Crawford been out the ring? Not that long, right? So, um, my whole thing is this, man. Um, these guys got to fight somebody, man. And if you talking about 147 and fighting somebody, there's some guys out there and stuff like that. But what are you willing to do to make these fights? We can will this back to Wilder and AJ negotiating and stuff like that. If both parties wanted to make that fight, they can make it happen. But you know, that's not the fight I want to see. You know what I'm saying? But that one I will watch. And I think that the fight, really, to tell you the truth, it can go either way. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is one slip up. All it takes for you to start fighting at the wrong time. Like how some people like to turn it up in the second half of the fight. This is not one of those fights you could do that with. If Sean Porter goes in there and do what he normally does with boxers and stuff like that, he's gonna be on your ass. No breaks. But the thing about it is, what can you do to keep this motherfucker up off you? Because that's gonna be how you can not only make it easier for yourself, but make it easier for your fucking face. Because he is going to hit you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if he is fighting this guy. Maybe it's his last fight on Top Rank, and he's trying to get up out of there. I don't know, but if it happens, it'd be a decent scrap. It'd be a good fight, good scrap.
Okay. Basement boxing talk. Um, the link that I sent you to the panel is in your email. So go to your email. All right. Brother Watcher. Anything else before we continue?
Hey, Watch, you got anything to say about that?
Oh no, I don't. Look, I don't pay attention to Shakur ever. Personally, I don't like the guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So tell me if there's any fights that y'all want to see coming up.
Next week should be okay with the Canelo fight. I hope it's not boring.
You got
I hope.
Triple G too.
What'd you say?
You got Triple G too.
Well, I'm not
Right.
watching. I'm not watching him fight.
Yeah, he watching it.
Forget him.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why. What y'all pick him? Y'all pick him a garbage can now that is 36-2 with 27 knockouts.
Nah, he's fighting the guy that's 21-0.
No, I'm just making it okay. 21-0. I know. I bet you we never heard him before.
Zermeta.
Doesn't matter.
I would just like for him to maybe fight Jamal. That would be alright. Jamal's gotten belt. I mean, isn't that appealing to him? Isn't that what Golovkin always says? He wants belts, this and that. Fight Jamal then.
Yeah.
Obviously it's not happening, but
He ain't gonna do it because if he would have been doing. He's cherry picking. Always been cherry picking.
No, he's not. He's not cherry picking. Like, and this is what I'm saying. He's not cherry picking, right? When the zone first came out in America, they said they wanted Danny Jacobs and Triple G, right? Triple G get this one out of the way. Canelo get that one out of the way. I'm telling you, that's what they making. That's what they making. So it's not a cherry pick or anything like that. The dude is just finagling his way through boxing, and that's why sometimes I just stay back a little bit because on how hard I get in some of these boxers' asses. And the reason why is because at the end of the day, when I look at it, I can say whatever I want to say about if I was a boxer and I had this belt and I had this opportunity, this is what I would do, blah, blah, whoop, whoop, whoop. Well, motherfucker, I'm not. So really, to tell you the truth, what I got to say right now is invalid. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers be having kids, like different baby mamas all over the world, side bitches, main bitches. They got to take care of their family, man. Their kids new pair of shoes and shit. They got to take care of their family. So, I can see why somebody would say, nah, fuck the Charlo, fuck that, fuck fighting Charlo and stuff like that. When I can come up over here, rematch this guy, have win or lose, and still go back there and get that money. Because the Canelo fight, it seems like it's imminent, right? But if he loses, He ain't getting that Canelo fight. That's just my opinion.
Okay, watch her, then I go after. 'Cause
Um, with the Canelo fight, I don't know. I mean, I got doubts. I don't know if that ever happens. The guy vacated and ducked beforehand anyway, you know. So, I mean, if you avoid him, then what's really the likelihood of it happening? You know, like Mike always says, we can say what we want, but for it to come to fruition, it's not up to us. We can just hope and wish for the fight. I feel like as a fan, I'm owed that fight. I want to see Canelo and Charlo, but yeah, you're right. If he loses a fight in between, if Jamal loses a fight, he won't be considered as an opponent because they'll just say, nah, he's not worthy and this and that. So, yeah, I mean, even I heard the WBC belts on the line for the super middleweight with Callum Smith. All of a sudden, hey, there you go. You know, that's I guess the WBC's relationship with good old Canelo.
No, it doesn't. It only does if he is franchised. Is he franchised at super middleweight?
I think at middle.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
because if he's not franchised at super middleweight, then they can. Like if you read they funky ass rules, but really to tell you the truth, there ain't no. They don't have WBC doesn't have even a solid paragraph on the definition or anything when it comes to franchise champion. They don't everything about franchise champion with the WBC, majority 95% of it is all verbal. It's all verbal what you hear on the radios and in the radio streams. They don't have no solid rules for the franchise champion. It even has a thing in there that says franchise champion has to fight mandatories. People don't know that. It even says it in there. Hello.
mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Hey, keep when y'all coming, please smash the like button, then share it. Please share this. Hit the like button and share it. That's very much appreciated. There is let me see. Let me ask you a question. Keep it going now. The fighters in the past, they was more fundamentally sound, right? Do y'all agree on that? Than today?
Yeah, majority of
Not
them, yeah.
Okay,
majority,
cool.
not all.
Majority, okay. Now, what does it take a boxer today? Tell me, give me a fighter right now. If they work on their fundamental, despite they are athletic, and they can throw punches. Tell me a fighter. Just give me one fighter right now that if they put more into fundamentals, offense and defense, they would be a better fighter.
I mean, to tell you the truth, man, I'm not even going to answer that question, but I will answer it with this. A lot of those trainers are dead and gone. You know what I'm saying? And if a lot of these fighters today would have had that same opportunity, it'd be a different. They could possibly be different fighters. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at the scope of trainers and stuff like that around the world and stuff like that, um, not too many people over here gives two shits about Anthony Joshua's trainer. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's clamming to go up over there and get trained by him. You know what I'm saying? And that's just to show you that there's been things that's missing. There's a reason why Floyd still got fam in his corner, because at one point in time they were close to being the best that ever did it as well.
Okay.
You know, they were, you know, they were pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, and I'm not even going to answer the question because it's just like one of those things. It's like you can't compare the two. It's just like comparing football to football in the 80s, basketball to basketball in the 80s, when you don't have the same coaches because they didn't go. And the ones that are around, they got too much shit going on to where they can't even, they don't have time for everybody else.
Okay, brother watcher.
Yeah, Mike is right about the trainers being dead and gone. I mean, I don't really shit on the coaches like today. I don't say that they're rubbish or anything. That I'm not saying like every coach is great today with the professionals, but I don't really talk on that much with coaches. Like there's some fighters that do what you just said. They do well with offense and defense, but overall with the fighters, man, people can do what they want, you know, train what they want, but when you get in that ring, you know, things can transpire and be different. Like tonight, for example, um, you know, Josh was still going back. You know, he did the same thing he did in his last fight with Ruiz, with the chin up when he's stepping back. You can't do that. You know, maybe in training he was doing some head movement drills, and he probably did show a bit better head movement tonight. You know, he was much smarter with his movement in the ring and his actions. But then, like the first Ruiz fight, especially, or like the Dillian White fight or the Klitschko fight. But at the end of the day, coaches are coaches, you know. For me, the one that always stands out is Emmanuel Stewart. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he was excellent.
Yeah, I got Emmanuel, a late great Emmanuel Stewart, and a late great Eddie Foss. I love those fighters back in the days. The trainers back in the days. Good stuff. What's your favorite fighter of all time?
I would say my favorite fighter of all times would probably be, because is this somebody that I can still listen to today, uh, and actually see. I would say a pre-coke Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people want to say things, you know, with Mike Tyson. Well, you know, Mike Tyson, he was never the same when he could get up in the ring when nobody's scared of him. I was like, no. I was like, a lot of fighters back then, whether or not they had a good name on them or not, a lot of fighters, whether or not they had a name on them or not, knew how to fucking box. You know what I'm saying? They knew how to fucking box. They knew how to punch. They know how to move their goddamn head. So you wasn't gonna get a whole bunch of knockouts. You know, you're gonna go the distance with some people. And sometimes it's just the styles just doesn't add up. But like I don't think that was the thing. Mike Tyson partying, doing cocaine with Bobby Brown with 12 Japanese girls before he fights basically the morning of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
The morning of the fight, doing cocaine with a whole bunch of bitches, partying it up. And then you can and Mike even acknowledges that when Bobby asked him, "It's like, hey man, shouldn't you go to sleep? Don't you got to fight?" And Mike said, "Oh, I got this, man. It's gonna be easy." And then Mike was like, "Man, what? So you can have all the girls?" That's what he said in the interview. It's like, you have to understand, it's like the nigga wasn't focused. Adrian Broner ain't focused, and you see the potential in this man, but you also see that him not staying focused and not staying his black ass up out of them goddamn streets has hurt his career, has gave him multiple L's. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between you coming in the ring in shape and then you coming into the ring, you know, with drugs in your system, drunk, hung over, you know what I'm saying? Can't remember your game plan. Um, don't know what you should do. You can't listen. You think you got it. It's like me having to go do a hour-long play, and the morning of that play, I get home at 3 a.m. from hanging out in the club, and then I'm get there with a hangover, and I think I'm gonna remember my lines. Somebody better give me a bump.
Got you. All right, brother Watcher, please.
My favorite fighter of all time. Wow. Jeez, if you ask me a UFC question, I'd answer that like boom, straight away. I think really for me, Muhammad Ali, obviously, that's the guy that is just it's wow. You know, for me, that is definitely one of my favorites. And I haven't seen all the man's fights either, but it's not just about the fights, it's just what he did outside as well. I have several, you know, Holyfield definitely, so Lennox Lewis. Um, I'm a fan of a lot of the shorter fighters like Frazier, Dwight Braxton, also known as Dwight Muhammad Qawi.
Okay.
He was like 5'6", 5'7". You know, he did some great things as well. I liked Razor. You know, I like Razor Ruddock. I like watching his fights. You know, especially those ones with Mike Tyson. Those were wild. There's several, man, and Joe Louis and Jack Johnson. Just those old school fighters, man. They're something else. They're excellent, excellent, excellent.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So, Michael, before we continue, tell people about your channel and on Watcher.
Oh, I don't care. You see my name. If you want to click on it, you can click on it.
Yeah,
Okay,
just put them Watcher Boxing, and it should come up.
Yeah, I don't even care for promoting my channel. So
yeah, I'm not about that either. Even though I just did it.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. There's one question I wanna ask you. What about what you think what Danny Garcia is gonna do after the fight? What you think that he should do? Your opinion.
Watcher, you got something?
Nah, you go ahead.
Well, just make the right move. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fights out there for him and stuff, and I don't want to get on the bandwagon of what everybody else is saying. Like a lot of people out here are saying, he just won. Give it some time. Other people got to fight too as well. So he can possibly other people got to get their fucking fights over too, so he can figure out what's going to be his next move. You know what I'm saying? I think, I think what Danny Garcia should do is, I think that after that loss, I think he should just, not start from scratch, but just go up in the gym, man, and just figure out where you fucked up at and what you could have done, or what you just in general that you could have done better. And that's it, and then, after that, figure out who you're going to fight next, because, the mind has to, the body has to be right, and the mind has to be right, before you get up in there. So, but I think really, to tell you the truth, he could have won that fight. You know what I'm saying? It was possible for him to win that fight, but he just had to figure it out for himself, because, whatever his daddy was saying, whatever other people in his corner was saying, is up to him to is ultimately up to him to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not it's, waiting for a counter punch, or not staying busy, not landing anything significant into the later rounds or whatever, getting to stand him up. I don't know. I don't know what he should do. I just know that whatever fight Danny in, I think is going to be a good fight. Just like Crawford, Spence, Plant, Canelo, Triple G, and the list goes on. As long as they not fighting bums, it's gonna be a good fight, an exciting fight. That's the key to boxing right there. That's the number one key to boxing success right now. If you in the top 15 of one of these sanctioning bodies, right, you should not be fighting no bums. You padding your record, fighting bums is only going to make it's only going to hurt your career. You could fight bums in the gym. You can set it up to where y'all have real life matches in the fucking gym. You can get your tune-ups and everything in the fucking gym. See what I'm saying? Don't waste me and Watcher and Black's time. I mean, Darkness time coming up in here with the bullshit.
Okay, thank you. Before I watch your left. Hey, welcome Stormy B man to the panel. Welcome, brother. How you feel tonight?
Hey, Stormy, you follow me, man, or what?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How you doing?
I'm fine. Welcome, brother. Appreciate that.
I'm a stalker.
That's good. We was talking about AJ, and
Can you
and the
guys hear me okay?
breakdown.
I know my
Yes,
connect's
sir.
wild to get
Yes.
on. I've been trying to get on for some minutes.
Oh wow. Yeah, we can hear you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because if I have trouble, I could fall out and try to come back in. I've been trying to get on for like 15 minutes. My connection
Yeah.
has been
Yeah,
bad.
Okay.
it's cutting in and out.
Yes, call it in. Now you can go back out, come back in. We be here. Yeah, but we be saying stream yards, man.
It's not. It's it's a combination because, like, you can go. It is StreamYard because everybody got to tunnel through StreamYard before they get to YouTube, and that's what I keep trying to tell folks, man. It's not necessarily your connection. Sometimes it depends on what server, because I think they have multiple servers in the US, so it could be a bad server that they connecting to.
Yeah, that's true too.
But like I was saying, man, you should be able to watch the replay of the fight right now of the AJ and Pulev fight. You know, it's like one of those things, man. When you see Pulev get knocked down like what 2 or 3 times in one of the rounds, and then he got 20 seconds left. So he survives. He gets up in there. The next round, he ends up stunning AJ. I think no, not that round, because I know he stunned him in the 5th. Maybe that round. End up stunning the dude. The only thing really I was watching in that match was, does Anthony Joshua have a chin? You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that dude responds well. He responds well as far as staying poised, right? But you can tell that he don't want nothing to do with that shit.
Okay, Stormy B
Can you guys
man.
hear me now?
Yes, sir. Much better.
Okay. Sorry about that, man. It be
Anytime.
acting funny sometimes.
I know. Don't worry about it. You here right now. That's all what counts.
Yeah. Um, to answer Michael's question of what he was looking for, I don't think AJ has a chin. But
you saw it too, huh?
It's gonna be a minute before somebody really exploits it, because he's such a big guy, just like Tyson Fury, and somebody's gonna have to get to him. But someone who gets to him is gonna have to be someone with skills, not just a big punch. You gotta have a guy with skills, because it's not about landing one shot. It's about being able to make contact and get at him. You know what I mean? And that's the only thing that's saving these big old guys who are at the top of the division right now, because the amateur programs have not produced better fighters in the amateurs who can transition to pros. Typically,
Mm-hmm.
the best heavyweights are around 6 feet to 6'3". That's it. It's just been an aberration over the past 20 years that you've had the success of guys like Lennox Lewis, the Klitschko's, and now you have Joshua Fury and Wilder at the top of the divisions like that, because usually those guys, they don't stick around very long. And as soon as you get quality fighters, and there are a couple of guys on the horizon, but they're very young. They haven't even had like 10 victories on their ledgers yet. But you will see it shift back to what it once was as soon as the quality guys can get in there.
Okay, and what's the names, please? Let the people know what's the name, please.
Huh?
What's the names so the people can know that you see?
Well, well, what's the you
He
got
was
the
a
young
spin.
kid Anderson. You got Anderson out there. You got it's a couple of heavyweights out there. Um, there's a couple of guys I know. Lawrence Williams, he keeps up with that stuff more than me. But I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying that when you know how boxing goes, it's
Mm-hmm.
about pedigree. And a lot of these bigger guys have gotten in the sport because they couldn't make it in the other sports that they try to be in. Look at Wilder. He was trying to play football, right? He couldn't cut it there. And you take a guy like Tyson Fury, he don't have no athletic ability to play any professional sports, so he started fighting like his family did, because that's what they know, you know. And this is what you're seeing. But when you take the guys who have, had amateur background and they've fought and they've been taught in the gyms and they've traveled a little bit and around the country and sometimes internationally, they have skill sets that develop, and that puts them in greater positions. Almost all of the guys who have got in there just because they were big or because they were strong or because they can punch, they didn't stick around very long. That's why it's amazing to see Wilder accomplish what he's accomplished to this far, and even if he doesn't get back to the championship level again, where he becomes a champion again, he will have accomplished far more than almost any other guy. Don't forget, you had guys like Wilt Chamberlain and you know
Mm-hmm.
uh, pro football players, Herschel Walker, all those guys. They tried boxing. Mark Gastineau. They couldn't do it.
So,
Mhm.
got you. Yeah. So, who's your favorite fighter of all time?
My favorite fighter is Evander Holyfield.
Mm, that's a great. Explain why, please. Hello.
Huh? I'm here.
Oh, I'm saying, can you explain why, please?
Oh, you said explain why? I didn't hear the question.
Yes,
Um,
explain why. Your favorite. Yes.
because Evander Holyfield was a guy who did it the correct way. He came up through the amateurs, like I was just talking about. He was on the
Mm-hmm.
Olympic team back in '84. He should have had a gold medal. They robbed him of that, so he ended up with the bronze. But as a junior heavyweight and cruiserweight, he became undisputed champion, uh, knocking out Dwight Muhammad Kawi, who had a serious run at the cruiserweight division and championship for a while. He defeated him in a 15-round contest in their first fight, and in the rematch, he knocked him out in 4 rounds. I mean, that was real championship display. And he defeated Kawi the first time in only his 12th pro fight. And he went on to become undisputed at that weight class and then moved up to heavyweight where he eventually won the undisputed heavyweight championship, and he faced a variety of names in the division in the sport at heavyweight, including the most famous heavyweight at the division, Mike Tyson, and he
Mm-hmm.
beat these guys. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
Mm-hmm.
he always exhibited a warrior spirit, but he also had technical ability and everything that people kind of like slept on. They always talked about him being too small to contend with those big men that of his era, and he contended with them. Not only contended with it, he beat a great deal of them. He fought everybody, and his career, his accomplishments speak for themselves. But I didn't when I liked him before he had accomplished all of that. I liked him when he was a uh, cruiserweight contender and about to become champion, and I just followed him, you know, for the rest of his career. And it just turned out that he was a bona fide winner. It's sometimes it happens like that. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't late on his train, and that's why when people ask who's my favorite fighter, I say he because of his accomplishments and everything. But I was with him the whole ride. It wasn't like, oh, I fell in love with, oh, who's that guy? Oh, I like him. It wasn't like that. It was like, hey, I was watching his progression. He just got better
Mm-hmm.
and better and proving the naysayers wrong each and every time out. So, it was an amazing thing to see him do what he did.
That's great. That's great. Well, my favorite fighter is Sandy Sattler. Oh, Sheila the Quiet Storm. Thanks for coming. Thanks for checking me out and everything. Well, it seems like nobody ain't coming, so y'all can make your last remarks. Michael, you can make your last remarks, and Stormy B, man, please.
Well, my only remarks is just based off of the main event, Anthony Joshua versus Kurbrat Pulev. It went down like how I thought it was going to go down. You know, there is an old saying that you can't teach old dog new tricks. But I'm gonna tell you this one thing: you could be taught something. You could be taught something, and and time again, these fighters out here, they keep coming in the ring with the same old fucking trick.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing new. Just, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get up in there and knock this motherfucker out. That's what the plan is. I'm just gonna get in there and knock him out, right? But then when they get in there, they can't land a goddamn punch. And it happens too many times and often in boxing, you know. And I contribute that, like I said a minute ago, when you said when you asked that question, um, like could these guys today beat the guys from yesterday? There ain't that many good trainers out there. That's just all it is. But at the same time is, you know, as a boxer or as an athlete, sometimes you just gotta learn shit yourself too, man. You can't wait. You gotta look at tapes. You gotta see what make other people great. You gotta see how other people do their thing. You gotta see how other coaches coach. You know what I'm saying? Look, you could do it all yourself. This is if I was a boxer, I would be doing that. If I was a boxer and I didn't have to worry about paying all these goddamn bills because I got to work a separate 9 to 5 and shit, like, I mean, with a separate 9 to 5, and only thing I have to do is get up around 5, 6 o'clock, go to the fucking gym a couple times a day and stuff like that, get off maybe 4, 5, 6 times out of a week. I would be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I still got time to barbecue and fish. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
these guys out here is like they all just like a lot of these guys are just waiting for somebody to give them instructions. But sometimes
Okay.
point is, my last remarks is sometimes you gotta do the shit your goddamn self. You gotta do your part. You ain't gotta do it all, but you gotta do your part. You can't just look at the coach
Uh-huh.
or the trainer.
Oh, okay. Well, I changed my mind. I'm gonna stay here for a few more minutes and everything.
You're gonna stay here as long as we tell you to. That's what
No,
you
you're
don't
not.
do. That's
No,
what
you're
you
not.
don't do.
No, you don't. Yeah, now I'm gonna stay a few more minutes. God, yo, God body, if you want to come up, let me know. I send an email through your. Matter of fact, you should check your email. I believe I sent a I'm gonna stay a few more minutes. And hey Stormy B man
You ain't going nowhere.
yes
You know what
sir.
you know what I'm saying, Stormy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going
what Mike
somewhere.
usually say.
That's what I be saying to
Yeah,
Laws. Every time when Laws talking about he about to cut the channel down, I'll be like, I hit him with that macho man. You ain't going nowhere.
yeah, yeah. I'm going somewhere. Y'all better leave me the hell alone. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
You
Yeah, with
gonna
that.
keep this goddamn stream up. Joking.
That well, shoot, man. Throw some coins. Yeah, but Story B, man, I want to ask you a question. Which fight that you looking forward to see in next year?
Oh man, I'm just looking forward to seeing some quality matches. These guys today are cupcakes, man. In the words of James Tony, it's like they cupcakes and they scared for somebody to take a bite, man. This is what it is. And the moment that they start settling matters, the better off the sport will be. And once
Right.
once they, some of these guys who are trying to protect records and stuff, once they realize they've lost or whatever, and it ain't so bad that they can come back and everything, then they'll stop believing in this whole thing of like not putting nothing on the line, because you have to put something on the line in order to get to another point in life. That's just
Right.
life's natural progress. So it doesn't matter what fight it is. It just matters that it's of quality, and have these guys stop fighting so many setup fights.
Mm. Hey,
Pete.
y'all want to hear y'all know what's the best qualities of a cupcake? They got to be sweet and moist.
And a lot of them is doggone moist too. Very moist.
Boy,
They very, very, very moist.
boy, like this is what made me laugh in that fight, right? With the Pulev and Anthony Joshua fight. When I was looking, I was like, damn. It seemed like every time Pulev throws that right hand, and even if he don't land or he hit the gloves or whatever, Anthony Joshua don't throw nothing after that. But every time Pulev throws a jab, AJ right there trying to counter, trying to throw a shot right after that over the top of it. So I'm thinking in my head, it's like, damn, man, maybe you should have just kept throwing that goddamn right hand all night and uppercuts because he was obviously scared. He was obviously scared.
He threw a shot tonight that I had never seen him throw, though. That was it was very good, very effective, and it also led to the knockout that he got later. It was a counter right hand that he threw from a short range distance, and I thought that was a huge improvement over anything I've seen him do prior to tonight, because AJ had a tendency of, when he threw the right hand, he would like lift it up after he let it go. He'll throw it and then lift it up in the air. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Weird mechanics that, somebody didn't correct that on him in the gym. And he used to do it a lot. Well, tonight, he wasn't doing that at all. And tonight, he threw a counter right hand where after Pulev jabbed, he stepped in short range and hit him right on the chin, and it knocked him back. I was like, very good. That was like, it was a sign of progression that wasn't there prior to tonight. And it's those kind of things that I'd be looking for and looking at during the fight. Now, did he make other mistakes and everything? Of course he did. But, to be able to see some things corrected. And I was very surprised when they showed the tail of the tape. Joshua is not 30, he's 31. I'm like, what the hell has he done with his
Really?
career? Dude, he's 31.
Mm-hmm.
I
Wow. I
remember it
didn't
was
know that.
like yesterday when he got the belt from Prince Charles Martin. He was like 24, 25 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
But see,
Yeah.
that justifies what I've been saying about these guys. I was like,
Mhm.
they don't do anything with their careers. They squander any type of prime opportunities and prime achievement because they sit, because of course they make good money now, right?
Shit,
But
more than
if
me.
you're in the sport for money, why do you continue? Once you get the money that gets you out of the hole where you could take care of your family and live a better quality of life than you've known, get out. But you're going to stick
Mhm.
around the sport and hold the title and mess around and everything. And you run into situations like a Andy Ruiz Jr. and you get your head handed to you. It's like boxing, you don't play. You hear people say this, but I'm going to justify it. You don't play boxing because there are better ways to make a living or to earn income than getting punched in the face. You understand?
Well, I
And
think
Mhm.
when you get punched in the face for a living, that is detrimental because each one could be the last one.
Mhm.
I think there's multiple reasons. Like let's just. I think at some point, people have to, look at the bigger all pictures. Like some people get just institutionalized. They love boxing, win or lose, and stuff like that. They can still get in the ring and make a couple dollars. The thing about it is, it's a combination of guys that's in the middle, and it's a combination of guys that are on the top that's fucking all this shit up. Right along with promoters, some of these weird fans and stuff like that. But when all these hungry guys out here, let's just put it in perspective here. Let's just say this: Haney, right? You got Devin Haney, right? You got Devin Haney. He's on Twitter talking about I'm only this. I reply back saying, "Hey man, you getting old." Other people on there is laughing and liking the post that the guy said, "Dude, he's only X amount of years old." Like I don't know that. The point is that eventually your ass will be 30. Your ass will be 30. And all them other guys that you looking at in your 20s, your early 20s right now, that's 30, 34, 35, ain't all of them rich. Ain't all of them got a belt. You know what I'm saying? And they've been around boxing longer than you. Longer than you probably been alive. Look at Gamboa. Look at him. And what he got, I'm not saying he's the best thing since sliced bread or anything like that. But what I am saying is that if he was that, you know, looking like what Canelo's looking like right now and hurting his career and really doing what it says it is, prize fighter. That's what he is. A straight up prize fighter. He's not going around here not wanting to fight no Mexicans, not wanting to fight anybody worth of any equality, just want to sit up over here and literally cherries pick his way throughout his wonder years of his career. Because that's what it is.
Mm. Okay. Story Beam, let me ask you a question. I remember this one time you was a trainer, right?
You cut up a little bit with that. What? Ask me that again.
I I said you was a trainer at one time, right?
Yes,
Can you tell
I work
people
with
what?
I work I work with amateur guys, and I also assisted with some professional guys here in the Shy, and ran a boxing program with the Park District here, and trained a lot of young kids. Introduced them to boxing, got them on the track to compete in amateur matches and everything. So yeah, I was very much involved.
Can you explain to people why it's so important today to be a good trainer?
Well, the thing about being a trainer in boxing is just like being a teacher in school. You know,
Hmm.
you're giving someone information and data on how to be better from where they are when they come to you. Okay. And when you do these things, it should always be contingent on foundations of character in an individual. If a person has poor character and is unteachable, okay, then that is going to go south very quickly. If a person has poor character but shows qualities of being teachable, then you could have success. But the success will only be contingent on how long they want to hold the disciplines of what you have to offer. So I learned over the years that people basically fall into about five different personality traits. And out of the five traits, they can have a combination, one or more of the five. So basically, when you understand that, you understand people. When you understand people, you understand how to drive your message home to them. When you understand how to drive the message home to them, you can have success in what you churn out when you're dealing with them. See, so when you hear people say things like, there's levels to this, it's easy to throw those phrases around and it sounds
Hmm.
good to the ear and it's popular because people say it all the time. But you better know what the hell you're talking about when you say those things. You know what I mean? So
Gotcha.
this is what I'm talking about when you're talking, because I can talk about boxing to you and never mention a punch or a fighter or a fight or anything to do with the ring. You know why? Because the principles that are founded in boxing can be applied to everyday life. So I got to a point where I stopped calling myself a trainer and everything, and I started referring to myself as a life coach because the information
Okay.
that I give you have principles rooted in foundation that you can apply to walks of life, not just a sport that you're participating in. You can take it to your work, you can take it home, and you can take it out into the world as as you travel. So it's like and it should be that way because the sweet science is just that, a science. Science requires what? Common application, which is basically your sensibilities, huh? And how strong you have made them or cultivated them over the time you've been studying whatever it is you're studying. Does this make sense to you?
Make a lot of sense. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate. That's how you break it down. So what y'all think about Derek James?
Well, I don't know Derek James. I only know that the fighters that he has worked with the top names that he has out of his gym, Spence and Charlo, have proven to be very successful, and they pretty much are the best. Excuse me, at their weight classes,
Hmm.
and that speaks volumes. Um, I also know that he didn't start out with the two bin, so it would be cool if he develops someone else too. That way you can really say that's his protege or whatever. Because I know that somebody, introduced him to Charlo, and I think that was Spence. And Spence, dad might have introduced him to James, but it's like you he's hot right now. Just like Freddie
Hmm.
Roach was hot for a moment. But remember, Freddie Roach had taken on people that had been professional and had worked from a different base and come to him. When you
Hmm.
can churn out the talent and cultivate it from start to end, that really shows what you are capable of doing. Or if you can take someone who's had moderate success and build upon that and make them go beyond where they are, that means you're developing them in a different direction. Then that's when you can say, oh yeah, this guy is really, so the jury's still out, but right now he's in the midst of some success, and that cannot be taken away from him.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
But I'll say
Um,
this too, that there's
go
something
ahead, go
else
ahead,
to
go
add
ahead.
to that. When his proteges like Spence or Charlo or whatever, when they have to deal with adversity, how they handle that, how he brings them through that and everything will also speak significantly to what he has. And right now they're on such roles that it's like it's hard to see when that might happen. With Spence, you have kind of like an idea that there's a rematch with Porter out there. There's a fight with Bud Crawford out there, who those two might be like two of the greater challenges for him. With Charlo, he's so good that there's pretty much no one else right now in his division that he's the man right now. The adversity that he had and what he faced with Harrison, he came back and turned the tables on that and showed that he was head and shoulders above where he was that first go around that they had. So he turned that stumbling block into a stepping stone, which is what a guy who's still on an ascension should do. But yes, the jury's still out. There's still work to be done, but what a run they're on right now.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, okay. Do you follow MMA?
Me? No, I don't.
Yes. Oh, you don't?
For
What about
someone
what?
who loves martial art movies and stuff as much as I do and everything, I have no no interest in MMA at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, y'all gotta check out Story B, man. I want y'all to sub and like the Story B, man. He got great knowledge, and then the brother could cook too. I seen he cooks and everything. Great knowledge. So trainer boxing, he breaks things down, and so I want y'all to do yourself a favor. Part of the family. Want you to go to sub to him and participate. Also, Mike Boss, I know he said I don't promote, but I want you to go to these two brothers, to sub to them, and because they bring a lot to the table. They bring a lot to the table. And they are greatly appreciated. Mike, um, Mike, you can make your last remarks, please, and after that story B, man, I make my last remarks. So I close this out. Mike Boxing, last remarks. Go ahead,
Mike.
Story B, man.
Oh man, sorry it took me a moment to get on with you guys, but I was trying to get on there and share with you and everything. I enjoy being able to talk up the sport with everybody, and I noticed that you had some questions for me right off the bat, but it doesn't bother me. As you see, I answer your questions because I have something to say. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yes.
that's one of those things about me. I don't talk out my rear end. I talk off the top of the dome. So it's like, and from life experience. So that's what it is when it comes to who I am and how I represent. So, but I appreciate you inviting me on your platform, and I look forward to doing it again with you real soon.
Oh, definitely. Not just ask a question because I had to, because I respect you as a human being and a man and the knowledge, and I want people to know, I want people to know what Story B man is, because people don't understand that it takes a lot, the people don't understand, so I want people to understand that there's degrees to this, like you said that you got to know the degrees. You got to be in it. So I appreciate you, and you would I would definitely be fighting you very soon. Trust me. You be back. You definitely be back. Um and Mike Boxing. Um I thank you and brother Watcher from down under Australia. I will start a MMA platform. That's be the first Sunday of January. Watch out for that. I'll be having quite a few stuff be happening coming up real soon. You gonna hear Stormy B Man and thanks for everybody that participated in the chat. Thank y'all so much. Again, anybody that wants to donate, it's Cash App /$ capital JT 53000. Also, I have a PayPal account. Also, it's paypal.me. Also / all in caps. Also, all in one JT Black 53. If you want to donate, that'd be much greatly appreciated. If you don't have that, at least hit the like button and share it. That also greatly appreciated. So, on behalf of my channel, the underrated darkness, yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. Believe that. Until next time, this one is Ghost.
All right. Peace.